things are just back, and the consumer is really, really strong. But think about it. I mean, you can't hire help. You can't get a shipping container. You can't get a boat to put it on. But inventories have never been in better shape. They've never been cleaner. And the consumer's never been stronger. So it's a good news, bad news joke for retail. We're going to have a blowout holiday season. Yes, we're going to have higher shipping costs. That's going to have some impact on gross margins, but we're not going to have any unplanned markdowns. Things are very, very strong out there, and it's across the board. It's not just online. It's not just in store. It's not just discretionary. It's everything you can see. We're supposed to see a rotation here, right? We're supposed to rotate from being home goods into apparel and shoes, accessories. Not happening. Everything is selling well. Some things are not growing quite as fast as they were, like the home goods categories, but the apparel category is back, and so are shoes and accessories, and even cosmetics, which has been both ways. You know, lipstick and color is really back. We're seeing very, very strong.
Except goes back, Jan, goes back to that labor issue that you just talked about. Okay, and I ended up, we ended up leaving the store because we just said we'll buy it online. We're not going to wait. Literally stand there for 2.5 hours. And walking out through a major department store to get to our car, I noticed lines at the checkout counter and some people sort of wandering around and looked to be frustrated that they couldn't find someone to help them check out. As strong as the consumer may be, is the lack of labor going to hold back the return of retail? Because people love going shopping, but they don't love standing in lines.
It is an issue. I talked to 3 different store managers in the last week of 3 different organizations, all of whom mentioned not being able to get enough help as a problem in their particular store. One store manager told me he had an associate that was on commission that made $100,000 a year and told me she wasn't coming back because she was doing well enough. She wouldn't have to drive if she didn't come back. She didn't need childcare, and she was getting enough not being on the job to get by, and she wasn't coming back before September. So we're seeing a lot of that kind of resistance to coming back into the workforce. That's going to go away. We will get that sorted out over time. The containers will get sorted out. There will be ships to handle the containers, but it's going to take a while to sort all that out. In the meantime, however, inventories have never been cleaner. Gross margins have been great, and they're going to be that way right through holiday. So yes, you should buy it now because it won't be there, and there won't be anybody to wait on you, but it's still a great environment for selling to the consumer.
I think what you're saying is don't expect all the discounts that we used to see because they bought too much stuff. No one bought it. They had to mark it down. They've used the COVID and lockdowns to clean out their inventories. Jan, I tried to be diplomatic about it on the way that I wrote the intro about people going out to buy new clothes. Listen, it's no secret that a lot of Americans have unfortunately added to their waistlines over the past year. Study after study shows. The point I'm trying to get at is how big is the apparel market going to be? As here's the reality. If you're going back to the office, millions or tens of millions of Americans are probably going to have to buy new clothes.
I just read a study that said the average consumer gained 29 pounds during COVID. I don't think that could possibly be true, but they've definitely gained weight, and they've changed sizes. And we're going to see a big run in apparel, and it's going to look more like grown-up clothes than athleisure clothes, but it's still going to be comfortable and it's still going to be soft. So we're seeing all that coming into the marketplace right now, unconstructed jackets with T-shirts instead of collared shirts under them, things like that. But yes, people are buying new stuff to either go back to work or go out to play, and that's going to be very, very good for the traditional retail marketplace in apparel.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.